Good morning. This is the first message in a while to the Patreon group. Um, right now, I'm still able to address the Patreon group by individuals, but it's only three. And really, due to the current mental status of one of the three of those women, it's really only two women that I'm able to, at least in some minimal way, speak to directly. Ladies, pretty sure I am face to face with, I'm gonna say the theme of all themes that my soul intended and planned for the character of Alyson Irene Nouné to explore in this particular lifetime. This is the theme of themes, which was exploring love when fear is trumping it. So it's not to just experience fear, it's experiencing love and fear in the same picture. Um, and feeling, being able to feel, and not just a little bit of love in a lot of cases, but a lot of love, but also being able to feel the extent to which feelings, thoughts, feelings, behaviors of fear were overcoming the love. That began literally, literally with my very first breath into this lifetime. I lived my birth in a regression hypnosis experience on March 1st, 2012 in Seattle, Washington. At this exact moment, I believe I have drawn into my world and co-created, and because of the pattern and the nature of the pattern, my energy is the one that leads. Um, two particular relationships with men, B and heart attack guy, in my world here, who both represent the pinnacle of this lesson, needing me having the opportunity right now in different ways with both of these men that have a lot of similarities of demonstrating the transmutation of the learning of this lesson, the acknowledgement that I no longer have to choose the to keep people who have this patterned energy dominating their field, where fear is dominating their life over love. I don't have to keep that close to me anymore. It was close to me for a lot of reasons, for most of my life, for a lot of reasons, least of which to guide me to very powerful ability to transmute a lot of fear energy into love. Um, it's sort of a masochist curriculum in this regard that I set up for myself. And I have been telling myself a pretty intense story this week in particular as it pertains to Heart Attack Guy, that maintaining the deep connectedness that I feel to his soul and communicating, continuing to communicate and express to him, albeit just in small bursts, but continuing to express the deepest of things, the deepest of authenticity and genuity to him, while trying to keep myself detached. So connected, deeply connected, but working to be 100% detached. I was telling myself that was amazing training and almost patting myself on the back for executing this as well as I have this week. And today it would seem that these inklings of feelings that this was not going to be something I was going to be able to or want to maintain for much longer, this particular dynamic with him. Today, I feel like the straw has now broken the camel's back. And I've allowed myself today, specifically at the gym, to just feel what it is in this moment, and to allow myself to give so much to this man. And I know he doesn't perceive my messages to be what I know they are, at least energetically. This powerful woman doing everything to create a safe space for this man to heal and to be a better version of himself, and to be doing it knowing there's not a long-term payoff for me, if you will. Um, Giving him that sort of love and this deep, authentic expression from me when he clearly doesn't give a shit at all. Now, I want to believe he does give a shit, but he has put up such a high wall that that wall, that fear, is trumping the feelings of care and, I dare say, love that he might have for me. Um, but I also might be deluding myself with that. And either one of them is very painful, to know that how much my heart jumps a beat and gets excited to see him. And I'm not afraid to say that to him, because I can say it and not be attached to that meaning anything. It doesn't have to mean anything. I just can say, this is how I feel towards you. And his complete inability to do it, but the more torturous part is there's a not so small part of me that believes it's just like what I feel with B. Cares about me deeply, but he's terrified to actually allow himself to express and show even a fraction of how he really feels, because he's just too afraid of being hurt, of being abandoned. And I know that feeling very well, but the thing I could never do is I could never hold back. I go all in with my heart, and it has been a pretty painful lifetime in that regard. But I don't have to keep settling for that. I don't have to keep believing that all I'll ever get are men in my life who don't understand me, who don't value me enough to ever push themselves in any way, who don't even put forth an effort. Like, I deserve a man in friendship and in romantic partnership that's going to put forth an effort. So it's time that I meet the men in my life at the effort level that they're putting in. And that means these two guys, especially Heart Attack Guy, I have to fully release him. And it's just really, really, really painful. And I'm trying to feel celebratory because it is so deeply, deeply, deeply connected to this theme and this pattern that has not served me, surrounding this theme and this beautiful opportunity, therefore, then to demonstrate my alchemist abilities by transmuting the fear to love and then having enough self-love to step away, to make space for ones that can meet me where I'm at. It's a pretty big thing. Thanks for letting me share.